Hello, friends. Happy day to you. It's Friday here. It's gorgeous. Been outside. Every it feels like spring finally. The sun on my arms is like magical. So taking a little tea time, and I thought we could do it together. I've decided I've wanted to do this YouTube video just because whenever I talk about this subject on Instagram or on the blog, I've published this article in the paper locally. It always gets a lot of attention. I've talked about it on podcasts. And I feel that it's time to come to the YouTube space. And so you can have like a video reference, I guess. And that is vitamin C. Um, a little background as to why I love talking about supplements. When I was working on a farm down in Star Valley, my first job in Wyoming, I needed a full-time job because that one pretty much just paid a little bit of money monthly, but also rent. So I had a full-time job because you need stuff like that, don't we? And I was a buyer at a health food store, a big health food store. And I purchased in the natural supplement called it Whole Health. Back then, many fond memories. It was a great place to work. We had an awesome crew of women who were knowledgeable and legit, and it was great. But I purchased herbs, of course, tinctures from a whole bunch of companies, but I also purchased a collection of supplements. And over time, I really got to know the difference between an herbal supplement and a food made supplement and a bottom shelf, not so food made supplement. And there's lots of varying price points, of course, that separates these things. That's the main obvious objective in the store. Not objective, but that's the main obvious point in the store is when you look at a shelf of supplements and you can see the top shelf stuff that's like $70 for a month and a half, maybe 2 months supply. And then you can get the same supplement for, a quarter of that price. And that's that top shelf, middle, bottom shelf. And where you want to be as a business, that's a whole nother thing. But what do you want to be putting in your body? That's what I'm here for. So, vitamin C is the topic today. And vitamin C is an easy one to tackle because we all know it. It's very clear. The bottom to middle grade shelf supplements have labels on the front of the bottle that's like 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C per serving. And you're like, yes, I clearly want more vitamin C. And then the food made ones are just like, oh, herbal vitamin C or acerola cherry powder or superfood blend with vitamin C, right? And they're not as clear. And when you turn those herbal and food-made vitamin C bottles with the less clear label on the front, you see 78, 80 milligrams per serving. And you say, well, why would I want that? It doesn't make any sense. Why would I not want to take a water-soluble vitamin, so very readily available, sinks into my water. I am mostly made of water. Why would I not want 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C? And the answer is taking it to another level of investigation. And that level is really examining the label. So, um, I know this is a lot to handle. The whole, okay, we have to read boxed food ingredients. Yes, you do. We need to read these ingredients. Yes, you do. Anything that you buy that's in a box or a bottle, it is essential to read the ingredients. And that is because marketing, which is the front of the label, front of the box, will say whatever they want to say. They'll say whatever they want to make you think that that's what you want to purchase and that's what you want to put in your body, like the 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C. And when you turn the label, the bottle around, and you see the supplement facts, which is just like the nutrition facts. I should have a bottle here, but I don't. When you have the nutrition facts and the supplement facts, that's like on the nutrition side, that's your calories, that's your RDA, your recommended daily allowance by the FDA, the standards of like how much nutrients. So we see vitamin C, we see protein, and it says of dosage and it says a percentage of your RDA, right? That's the nutrition facts. It's going to have fats in there, it's going to have other things that they're profiling, but usually the calories, the fats, the proteins, sometimes it'll have vitamins in it, right? And then we go down on the nutrition, so this is on a food label. We go down and we find the ingredient list, and that's where we really know what's in, what is actually in this food-like substance in a box, okay? So your ingredient list will hopefully be 5 things long, maybe 1. When it's like 10, 15, 20, it's time to get suspect about that, okay? So back to that's just an example because that we've all seen, we're all trained to look at the calories, we're trained to look at the fat, we're trained to look at the RDA. I want to train you guys to look at the ingredients on those boxed food substances because a lot of times you're going to find it's not really food, or it's a bunch of fillers and sugar and other hidden ingredients like wheat and random things and soy and so many things. So that's really what we want to be looking at when we're at the grocery store. And then on to the supplement facts. So supplement facts are going to have your 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C. Yay, that's, I don't know, I'm going to make up a number. It's probably 500 times 500% of your RDA. And you're thinking, well, that's great. Vitamin C is good for my immune system. I'm going to take a ton of this during cold and flu season and I'm going to stay vibrantly healthy. And then what happens? You don't stay vibrantly healthy, do you? I'm laughing because it's absurd and marketing is incredibly powerful. And we keep purchasing these supplements. And when they don't work, then we don't believe supplements work. And that's just not the truth at all. So on the supplement fact block on the label, it's going to say vitamin C, and then over here it's going to say your RDA of vitamin C, the recommended daily allowance of vitamin C, and the percentage that that supplement contains. But we want to go back to the vitamin C that's there. So in your bottom shelf, your $15.99 for a month supply of all of this vitamin C, in parentheses next to vitamin C in the supplement facts box, you see vitamin C in the form of ascorbic acid. Okay? And then we go to our top shelf, vitamin C, and it doesn't even say vitamin C on the bottle, usually. Sometimes they get away with saying vitamin C proprietary blend or vitamin C food blend, right? And it has no RDA, but it does have milligrams of what is contained in the serving size, okay? So this is where it gets convoluted and weird, and I'll explain why in a second, but when you look at their vitamin C or their proprietary blend of vitamin C foods or herbal blend for vitamin C, something like this, in parentheses, it'll tell you where their vitamin C source is coming from, and that's usually like acerola powder, acerola cherry powder, or a blend of citrus fruits, or a blend of leafy greens. In my case, I have that on my label for the rosehip oxymel, and it's vitamin C sourced from rose hips. Okay. And that's there, and it does not have an RDA. And you're like, well, okay, I'm getting this 78, 76 milligrams or whatever of vitamin C from these foods, but how do I know if that's anything? Well, remember when I said the RDA is chosen by the FDA? The FDA only recognizes vitamin C as ascorbic acid. So that is legally, all a supplement manufacturer can put on the bottle is if they're using ascorbic acid as their vitamin C source, they can then tell you all the milligrams, they can tell you the percentage of your RDA, your recommended daily allowance, that you're getting. And then you feel really good about that, right? You feel, oh my gosh, I'm taking 500% of what I'm supposed to during cold and flu season, so this is excellent. And you're automatically suspect of the food one that doesn't have an RDA associated with it. And that is because they legally cannot. So I legally cannot say that there's any food, any vitamin C in my product, except on my blog, except on my marketing materials, my little tagline that goes on each of my supplement bottles. That's where I'm allowed to say, oh, there might be some vitamin C here. And that is a legality from the FDA that is regulated, and it is because the FDA does not see food made vitamin C as vitamin C. The only thing they recognize as vitamin C is ascorbic acid. Sorry about that. I had to run away. So the FDA only allows companies to market vitamin C supplements as vitamin C when they are made from ascorbic acid. And why, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Ascorbic, okay, so why? And I'll tell you why. But we're going to start with what ascorbic acid is. Ascorbic acid is a component of vitamin C. Okay, so nature made this beautiful, fully encapsulated, fully diverse, and beautiful molecule that is considered vitamin C. And Mama Nature made this with, I think there are 12 or 15, somewhere in there, different chemicals that create vitamin C. And ascorbic acid is one of those chemicals that creates the entire encapsulation of vitamin C that Mother Nature gave to us through fruits and vegetables. Just like many things in plants that come from nature, where scientists love to extract they love to separate the whole thing, look at all the things, look at all the different components. And some scientist somewhere, I don't know who, I don't really care, and that scientist decided that ascorbic acid, in this beautiful encapsulation of many chemicals that Mother Nature gave to us, the ascorbic acid by this scientist was the only active ingredient in that entire encapsulation. So again, one chemical out of 12 to 15 chemicals, vitamins, minerals, etc., in nature's made perfect vitamin C. A scientist in a lab decided he knew it was correct, and he provided enough evidence, which who knows how much evidence that governmental body actually needs to make decisions on things. That's also suspect. They decided, yep, we will recognize ascorbic acid as vitamin C and only ascorbic acid as vitamin C. So you guys are smart. You can see why that is an issue, right? Okay. So ascorbic acid, at best, was extracted from a fruit or a vegetable or something like that, a berry, okay? However, that's incredibly expensive, isn't it? To concentrate a single extracted chemical. So, what does our modern scientists do? They create ascorbic acid in a lab. A synthetic form of ascorbic acid is thus created in a lab. Just like our enzymes, just like, digestive enzymes in a bottle, synthetic enzymes, we create these enzymes in our body. Hormones in a bottle, melatonin, one of my biggest pet peeves is melatonin. um, Synthetic hormone in a bottle. It is not extracted from our thyroid gland. Like, they're not going around and extracting human-made melatonin to give you in your sleeping capsules, and that's a whole nother. I'm not even gonna go down there because that's a whole nother conversation. But this one chemical they decided, and that is what the FDA allows to be vitamin C. Now, we know also by science, which again, science is great. We can know a lot of things when we look through a scientific lens, as long as it is true science, real science. Exploratory, theoretical, hypothetical science stuff, like exploration, okay? So what we do know is fruits and vegetables are highly concentrated in vitamin C in the encapsulated form that Mother Nature made for us, okay? Let me back up. Let me go back to ascorbic acid. Hold on, because the real issue with ascorbic acid I have yet to explain. And the reason that I don't want you purchasing 2,500 milligrams of ascorbic acid and then wondering why it doesn't work. The reason is 80% of that 2,500 milligrams is excreted through your urine. You pee it out. So that is a very expensive supplement. You're losing 80% of it through your urine. It is not being absorbed by your body at all. And the 20% left in your body is not recognizable as anything to be used because our bodies are nature. There's no separation there either. Our bodies recognize natural things. Our bodies do not understand synthetic things. They don't understand an isolated synthetic lab-made ascorbic acid that our bodies do not know what to do with it. And so that 20% is simply stuffed in places throughout the body, okay? And it is stored there, and really it becomes toxic over time. So that's why your ascorbic acid 2,500 milligram capsule is not working. And now we go to fruits and vegetables, herbs. Hi, I'm your herbalist. I'm always going to reference everything back to herbs, but food is great too. So that nature made beautiful molecular structure that is vitamin C with all of her different chemicals and minerals and antioxidants, that is fully absorbed by your body. So that 78 milligrams of your, back to the supplement facts label, on the food made top shelf supplement that says vitamin C herbal blend, food blend for vitamin C, 78 milligrams, no RDA. All the vitamin C that is contained in that blend is absorbed and used by your body. None of it is found in your urine. And this study that I'm referencing with the 80% and the 20, and then the 100% and 0% in your urine, it's an old study. It's super old. It's referenced on my blog. I'll link the blog in the show notes. This is not a podcast. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'll link that in the description, my blog, so you can see all the chemicals and the study. It's an old study, but it is when they were doing science correctly, they were taking a control group of humans, and they were taking the humans that have the substance in them, and they were analyzing the data that came from that. That's an experiment. That's a controlled experiment. It's a very clear experiment, and they work. And you can check yourself against them. This experiment is old and it shows this exact thing. It shows when one was dosed with sorbitol synthetic via that single molecule, that single chemical, the 80% was lost in the urine, 20% of the dose remained in the body. When the patients, the clients, the people who were in the study were dosed with high amounts of like lemon juice, I think is what they used. I'm pretty sure it's lemon juice. I can't remember. You can again check me on the study that's linked in the blog. Nothing was found in no vitamin C was found in their urine. Okay. We absorb all of it. So, and they work, these supplements that have the 78 milligrams of food, but 0% RDA because the FDA doesn't allow them to say there's any vitamin C in there. Okay. But we get all of the vitamin C out of that supplement. So I work with rose hips because rose hips are an abundant grower in the forest. Once the rose hips are there, the seed is spreading. They are beautiful. They are super easy to harvest. And they are highly concentrated in vitamin C. I believe it's a half a cup. Again, it's on the blog. Has 580 something milligrams of vitamin C in it in wild rose hips specifically. That is a huge amount. That far surpasses an orange. That far surpasses a lemon. It far surpasses all of our cultivated garden fruits and vegetables in a half a cup of vitamin C. So I make a vinegar extract of the vitamin C, and then I blend that into an oxymel. It's like sweet and sour. It's delicious. 1 milligram of rose hips is in each serving of my oxymel. And what I love about using vinegar is excellent at extracting vitamins and minerals, but specifically water-soluble vitamins. And vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. So we're very much focusing on all of those in the extract. We're getting the antioxidants, we're getting the vitamin C, and it is delicious. It is so yummy. That is all we take anymore during cold and flu season. During the stressful times, we're taking the rosehip oxymel. Now that I'm 20 weeks pregnant, I'm taking a lot of it still because extra vitamin C for the growth and development of my baby in my belly is super important. So I'll link that below too. It's finally on my website because it is popular enough. So I love working with nature, as you guys know. When we build our bodies through nature, we automatically become healthy. And that encompasses our thoughts, that encompasses our foods, our water, our herbal intake, how much exercise we're getting, our spiritual connection to Creator. All of that is a natural experience of a human being. How much sunlight we're getting on our skin without sunscreen. Yes, I'm one of those. I wear a hat in the afternoon, but I don't wear sunscreen. I want the solar energy fueling my mitochondria. I want natural, nature-made, fully encapsulated vitamin C that Mother Earth said, here, Creator said, this is for you. That is what I want in my body, saturating my body and building my body. And that is what I want for all of you guys, because I know this is not a belief structure. I know that when a body is tended to through natural substances, that body is automatically in divine alignment, which creates lasting, vital health. And I want that for you guys. So I'm actually like getting excited about all these YouTube videos. I have notes for weeks as to what to talk about, but today, like, I just needed to talk about this vitamin C thing. So I'm really excited to be in front of you in this way because I don't get in front of you guys, my local community, very often anymore. And thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. You can support my work by purchasing my herbal medicines that are available on my website. I grow all the herbs in my gardens. Um, my gardens are run biodynamically, or organically, regeneratively. We're working on building soil that is working beautifully. No chemicals whatsoever. And all of the herbs I process in the apothecary are processed fresh. So you're getting like the best herbal supplements you can get. And I'm not the only one doing this. I'm just here I am, it's me. Any small batch herbalist, but I would appreciate you guys are here, and I would appreciate it if you'd support my work through my website and share this with a friend. I love discussing these things with you guys. So comment and do all the things, reach out. I am a happy resource. So thank you for watching. And there will be weekly videos as of now. And I thank you again for being here. Be well. Make it the best weekend ever.